Ooh, shit.
Just waking up, feeling money, gotta thank God. Honestly, this life's what I take on. Check. Stop all like on fire with the race cars. Good when you come in, you was the kick bugs. Keep me by the night, see the neighbors from push light, yeah. Bet your bottom dollar, they don't like dance bars. Being by my side, can't do any playing. Way too many girls to stay from United States. You a school motherfucker, you better learn this lesson. When you meet it, niggas by the day, by every second. Check. Go into a job, it's like throw you in that women did. Now we change shit, now you back in London days. Smoking trees in the West Coast, yeah, I'm vibing. Check. Off the sign, now I just south, don't know what happened. Damn, looking for the spark, color, check my soul is rocking. Slaying every grass, and that little jump out for now. But you ain't shit, y'all just don't fix. Girl, about today, cause they have changed the world. Angels only do shit just like others were. After heavy hit, I'm just like I'm sorry. Sometimes I think humans wanna be a number. That was I just hope that the beat is number. Keep being man, I spread that ass of blood. Check. Who's in the shit we wet under the covers. Turn. Bitch, I thank God every day. Never even had a big cry. Bitch, I thank God every day. Never even had a big cry. Big that fuck is going up.
Hey.
Let us all be trying to take us out with your hearts.
Hey.
Getting your dad teach you that you fucked your marks. Smart another beast that's until that with your art. But please don't bark. Your ass is art. Slowly they can only make you up right. The sun is mad. Now I see rats. You're just a smack. Your peace was never high. Lost your tribes. You can't keep that high. You can't keep that high. I'll never turn down, never turn down, I'll never turn down, never turn down, I'll never turn down, never turn down so high. Unless it's from you, bitch. Bitch, I thank God every day. Maybe even had a big cry. Bitch, I thank God every day. Maybe even had a big cry.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hold on, let me shut this shit off and make sure this is actually off this time. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Jess Sparks. What's up with y'all? Jess Sparks, stop pod back in this motherfucker and check it out. Alright. So yeah, Sun Leo, Moon and Taurus, you know what I'm saying? Well, let me make sure we live and direct first. 1 second. Because YouTube be on some shit where you can't even like I go on my backup account just to see if we live. Like, it's phony, dude. Alright, we good. Alright, hold on, let me put this right here. Make this right there, fuck it. But yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so the passions you put out is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Sun and Taurus. I mean, Sun and Leo, Moon and Taurus. So it's gonna be a quick live stream. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I had to get these energies out here. You know what I'm saying? Because like, when it's like, tell me, let me know if we all go through the same thing. Let me know. But it's like when you go out and like just go out and express yourself, or like let's say you're doing something, like you could be doing anything, like you can train your mind to be doing something that you're trying to like sustain yourself, or like you trying to catch the vibe or catch the vibrations, and then you fuck around like you're going with the vibe, you're going with the vibrations, and then you're able to like picture a scenario that's gonna go on while it's happening. Like you can be driving and you can see a reckless driver, and you can picture in your mind like, okay, this individual doesn't know if they're in this space, they're gonna manifest another individual looking at them in that space, but even worse. So they fuck around, they probably cut you off and driving, and then the individual in front of them starts recklessly driving. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard, but my Gemini moon thinking too hard. But that's how I be seeing shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta look at these things like the ways how it's supposed to be looked at. Like with that's kind of, I kind of broke down Sun and Leo, Moon and Taurus, because Sun and Leo, you may want to be seeing something. You may want to be seeing reckless driving. If you even if you don't want to be seen that way, you may be in that way where you're just recklessly expressing yourself. Moon and Taurus, you're gonna create a foundation where another individual can spot that scenario and keep that scenario stable within themselves too, and think that's a stable thing to do too. So the reckless driving, an individual might be think being reckless is stable within their aspect and how they look at their astrology within their internal realms. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like however you look at these, you're in a space where you're looking at the ways that an individual expresses themselves, and it's kind of weird because like it's always towards you too. It's like an individual like feels like the best way, the only way to like get off is to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like express themselves to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, maybe, but it's like, but that's kind of like if you're a strong spirit, that's kind of how shit happens in general. You're just in a space of where things like that happening in general. You know what I'm saying? An individual can only see it with see within their eyes what you're looking at, because it's like they don't want to be in a space of where they like they try something, but they don't know if they're trying it, if you're gonna do it first. Like they want to see you being in a space where you're more leaning towards that scenario within yourself too. Like it's weird, but that's just how it is when you're a powerful spirit. So like I said, whatever you're doing, you want to be in a space where you know how to properly look at these things and not get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? And and sometimes it's cool to get lost in the sauce sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes individuals think maybe but get lost in the sauce is like, I don't know, like an individual may think getting lost in the sauce is all negative all the time, but sometimes it's really not. Like sometimes you can get lost in the sauce, but you can know what you're getting lost in. So you purposely got lost in that sauce for a main purpose, for a main representation, for something for you to represent something within yourself. Like you may get lost in the sauce of money. So that's the money, not money. But so that may be a good example of you getting lost in the sauce in that way, because people may call you a money hungry or a pig, but I don't mind, and I'm a Taurus, so me, I infinitely don't mind getting lost in some money. But see, I got to know how to look at it too. I can't be in a space where I'm looking at it the negative way, thinking of it like, okay, I'm gonna use the scenario as in a way in how I can like get over somebody. Like I don't do it like that. I'm in a space where if I get lost in sauce and some money, then I find ways in how I can like release a way, and how I can like give it out to an individual that needs it, or not needs it, but like in the same spiritual space as that I am. So I feel comfortable like lending this girl or this chick or this dude money, and I don't mind giving them money. So it's like, and it's not, and this is spiritual shit. I'm not talking about physical, so I'm not talking actually giving them money. It's like giving them my attention. Not no, I don't mind giving them my attention, because you know what I'm saying. The esoteric currency is your attention. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, my hair's sticking up and shit. What the fuck? So yeah, you when you look at esoteric currency, look at that. When you look at when you think of money, think of that as esoteric currency. And in spiritual realm, money is not really actual physical money, but it's the esoteric currency you pay attention to. So whatever you pay attention to, that's your currency. That's the money in the spiritual realm. So you want to make sure you're looking at things like that when you're thinking of expressing your characteristics, your gifts, your talents, all that shit. You want to be in a space where okay, I'm expressing things that will get me to more purposely founded foundations. You know what I'm saying, or purposely founded circumstances, situations. So now I can see a situation from far away and know how to spot it when I'm supposed to be seen, like spot it when I'm supposed to be uh when I'm supposed to be like representing myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you always want to be representing yourself too. Like That's why I do online. I'm representing myself to remember. I'm representing my brand. You know, what I'm saying Just Spark Star Pilot. That's my mind. So Star Pilot, the me in the physical form just sparks my mind. You know what I'm saying? In the seventh, eighth, and ninth dimension, that's my spirit. You know what I'm saying? So my spirit is no thing, no shape, no form. That's the best way I can explain myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like so we all do this by default, even as a kid, as a baby, as a child, we've been doing this. The way we express ourselves, we're in a space of where when we're like going through life and going through scenarios, we expressing these things and seeing these things and seeing what the main way and go and how to look at these things. So it's like once you know how to see it, you're a bad motherfucking. You can spot it. You can spot it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta know how to look at these things, and it's damn. I got a brother if I talk too much, but yeah, when you're looking at these things, you want to make sure that you know how to look at these things and know how to make sense out of these things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like something we've been doing since as spirit in the brought out perceptions and realms of realities. You know what I'm saying? And when you know how to look at these things, they all make sense and all come to our fourth foundation as a scenario within itself. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like once you're looking at it, you know how to spot it. But sometimes if you don't know how to spot it, then you it's not saying that you're a limited spirit. It's saying that you're not thinking brought out. You're not thinking like brought out. You know what I'm saying? But like if you once you think brought out, you're in a space of where God shows you different scenarios and different realities and what things should be and what things should represent. So it's like once you look at that from that way, you're looking at it from the right way. You know what I'm saying? But that's not for everybody. That's just for powerful spirits. If you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and that's kind of what you can deal with when you're dealing with yourself and you're dealing with your forms, you're dealing with your bodies, and we're dealing with all the things that represent you. You know what I'm saying? All these things. We have mad forms, we have mad bodies, we have mad mind states, you have mad organs. I mean, chakras, organs, same thing. Organs, psalms, same thing. So it's like we have all these things that represent each other, and the things you didn't forget anything. You're just getting reminded what you already know. So it's kind of like, oh shit. So it's kind of like once you know how to look at it, like you can spot it and see what's supposed to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it's seen when you're knowing how to look at these things the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at these things the right way, then it all comes to a main objective, main point of view. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And when you look at the main point of view, the main point of view is what you created out of that scenario and that situation. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't got like it's like when we do something, when we do shit as spirits, we all get confused thinking that the right thing to do is to do what this individual is doing or what that individual is doing, what somebody else is doing. But you want to get lost in that shit. You want to get lost in what you're doing yourself. So when you do what you're doing now, excuse me, when you do what you're doing, you're in the space of where the things you that represent you always have something that can fall back on. You know what I'm saying? Always have something that can represent what is actually happening within your internal realm. Sorry, y'all, within your internal realm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like with Sun and Leo, Moon and Taurus is gonna be teaching us to be expressive within what's stable within our lives. You know what I'm saying? So if you see my last point from not my last point from the beginning of the video, you'll see how I explained the car scenario. How so someone may think the best way to express themselves is driving recklessly, and it manifests an individual driving recklessly next to them, and don't know that that's the sun and Leo, that's sun and Leo, Moon and Taurus. Being the reckless driver is the sun and Leo. The man him or her manifesting that other reckless driver would be the sun, would be the moon and Taurus. So they'll think the stable thing to do is copy that individual, because that's what humans be lost in. Humans don't know what's right from wrong, so they just be doing what they do. So, ooh shit. But yeah, so it's like kind of like you gotta know how to look at these things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what humans do. Humans don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? But once you know how to like see something, you'll know how to spot it, and it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and it's always like I said, you never okay, you never seeing like you're never not seeing something like how it says you're never not seeing something if it's not representing what you got going on with it. Like everything you see in the external is a different perception of you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a brought out spirit, you know that everything you're looking at from the external realm are different forms of you, different mind states of you. And if once you know a little thing broader than that, you're being special. When you're in the fourth, the sixth dimension, you'll see the you'll see the motherfucking warlords and the motherfuckers that or those beings up out there. You'll see that one mind state up there will be like 100,000 people down here. So you know how to spot like how it's supposed to be seen. Like I don't know it like, but that's literally how it is. Like how I say it's like let's say for example like you're with an individual, and in the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension, you're looking at that individual as one thing, as one like as one thing. Down here, you can make that and see that as like a group of bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? That one individual you're talking to down here, you know how to look at them as like, okay, this is just a characteristic. This is a mind state, the spirit within a couple thousand eons ago. It wasn't that long, but I'm for sake of context, I'm just talking couple hundred eons ago, and they were in this supposed space. So now I know that now I know that they were in this supposed space. Now I'm looking at the perception of what is supposed to be seen. What I'm seeing is the illusion. The illusion is okay. This individual is is um is talking to me about some nonsense because it's always going to be about nonsense if a whole group of spirits can be drowned in that one thought form. You know what I'm saying? That means they must be lost, and that warlord rules over them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way they think. And when you're up there and you're slaying shit, and you know, oh shit, those individuals like those motherfuckers don't know any better. But but them down here too, humans down here too, don't know any better too. So you don't know what to explain to them what's going on. But okay, it's just them getting lost in the sauce, and them not knowing any better. So let me not go too hard on this individual, but let me just teach spank them in the spiritual realm. Like you know better next time. You know what I'm saying? This do better next time. You know what I'm saying? And once you look at it like that, it's like everybody starts to be easier to communicate with and simple because you're looking at them from a perception like, damn, this is some light work. It's some easy shit. Like this is just a human. Why I got why when I'm doing what I'm doing conversating with a human. It's like what the fuck. I mean, let me go talk to people on my level, so soul group, soul tribe, and let me talk to shit people like them because they're in my same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's weird, but once you know how to look at it, it's like it becomes simple. Shit is easy. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and once you know how to look at shit like that, you'll be in a space of where the whole perception of the illusion becomes fun. Actually, it actually becomes fun. Like you don't get scared. You don't give a fuck at this point. You're just like, oh shit, let me just keep it. This becomes like everything just becomes an experience. So it's like yeah, it's like this becomes fun, but like once you're going through it, it's like you may think, "Oh shit, this is unknown. This is weird. This. I'm not used to this." But once you go through it, you always come back to your senses. Like, man, this shit ain't shit. This is man, why? How the fuck that falls so low in this realm of reality, in this illusion? You know what I'm saying? It's like you start to look at things so like weak. Everything becomes so weak to you. Like this realm of reality is just weak to you. It's like, damn, Then it shows you what space you were in to even be down here, and then now you gotta work your way back up. And it's not really going up; it's like more outer, more outer. And once you're going more outer, you're understanding the inner, but you know what I'm saying, the inner was what you got lost in. Now you get the inner would be a representation of you coming down to something. If we're making this objective, like up and down, left and right, all that stuff, inner will be you coming down, outer will you expanding out. So once you expand it out, you're looking at things from the ways and how it's supposed to be seen. Like you're more in an objective where what you're doing is like just learning. And what you're learning, that learning becomes fun and becomes like an experience. So yeah, shit like that. So it's like never get wavered or never get like I don't know. It's like never get like opposite to the mission. When you're always on a mission, you always have something to do. You always have back pocketed up energies. You know what I'm saying? And those back pocketed up energies become your objective to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like that's just what you got to be into. You know what I'm saying? Like when you into shit like that, those things become the more objective currency. Like those things become back to what I'm saying, currency. You know what I'm saying? Currency. Those things become the currency. And when you're getting back to the currency, you're back to the wavelength of where you're supposed to be seen as. You know what I'm saying? And you always remember this: what you're supposed to be seen as isn't how an individual is supposed to shape you up to be. It's supposed to be what you shape yourself up to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So when you shape yourself up to be something within yourself, then you're in a space where now you've met the requirements of what it takes to be a powerful spirit, and those requirements was you come to the conclusion that it had to be, oh shit, my bad, it had to be God that created those requirements for you. So like those requirements didn't come from nobody else but God, and you got to tie that to all possibilities, because that's the only space that could actually get to. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at things from that perception, then you're in a space where, oh shit, now I'm looking at things the right way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm looking at things the right way. But it's like it's never something you forgot. It's always something you remembered. You know what I'm saying? So you don't forget this, whatever position, whatever space you get that takes you to that meditated space. Whether you close your eyes, you do this, or whatever you do, you have a hand mantra, you have something you smoke, you drink, whatever you do that gets you that space. Then you can meditate on that space and see how you got there. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my gosh, then every time I talk, like y'all probably know. I'm gonna say what's the last time I'm gonna say, but I was born with a I got I'm not talking about that. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. So when you're doing things like that, you just want to make sure that you know how to look at things properly and know how these things are being seen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get lost in the sauce, nigga. Bitch, don't get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Know how to look at these things. You know what I'm saying? And see these things for how it's supposed to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, real shit, real shit, real stuff. And always remember this too. Like, oh shit, why am I so behind? Okay, what the fuck? Anyway, always remember this too. Um, anytime you're going through to a scenario that takes you, all right, let's say a scenario that takes you to your north node, because your south node is what you're used to. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me make sure this shit. All right, so yeah, your south node is what you're used to. Your north node is what you're not used to. So let's say something takes. Wait, it might be the opposite. South node is what you're not used to. North node is what you're used to. So anytime you're in your south node, you're getting taken to what you're not used to. North node is what you're used to. You know what I'm saying? So I hang myself on the cross. My north node is in Capricorn. So I want to be seen like stable, my business, all that shit, cardinal earth. But my south node is in Cancer, so like the way I like anytime I'm out in a new space, then I get like I gotta initiate something in a water like way, in an emotional like way, and I always gotta find ways how I can express that shit and make it make sense. So that's how you want to look at things. You want to know how to look at the way something is being seen. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, you're always gonna be in a space of where what you're doing is you're getting things done. Like you're getting things. You know what I'm saying? You're getting things done. But you can see it. You can look at it on astrology basis. You can look at it in numerology basis. You can look at it as gematria basis. You can look at it as any biology basis. You can look at it as scientific basis, spiritual science. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it as in all types of bases, you know what I'm saying? As long as it takes you to your base statement, your base moment. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out base what's that cat's name? Lil B. Based. Based. Ah, it's funny, but yeah, if that's what he says, you probably see something like that based. But yeah, if whatever takes you to those moments, those scenarios, then that's what you want to be seen as. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be in space of where you're basing yourself off on what basing yourself off on what the scenario holds for you. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the scenario holds for you, know that you're supposed to shape out that scenario and make it make sense for you. You know what I'm saying? Always remember this, that whatever you're shaping out is whether it be external or internal, or within you or without you. Always remember that what you're shaping out becomes a different representation of you, but it's not you. See, like this is where we get to that space, because what you're shaping out is not you, but it may try to cover you, as in like have a way to like it's like I don't know, words can't yeah words don't this is yeah words don't express anything here, but once you're in that space, you'll see things from a different point of view. And that's how you get forms of beyond the mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you know when you're in that space, it's like your mind. You're not the mind. You're not the body. This is the illusion. Your mind is an illusion. Your spirit is the what's real, but your spirit is no thing, no shape, no form. So once you know how to actually look at these things, you'll be in a space of where the whole scenario, the whole objective cause becomes like the I don't know, like it becomes the statement. You know what I'm saying? The statement. And the statement is what you put out. So once you know the body, this is the physical is the illusion, the mental is the illusion. No, yeah, and you know what's crazy? Like I can say the mental is illusion, even though it's really not, because that's actually the real world, the mental realm. But when I say the illusion tied to this, you're not seeing something for something that you lost, and you're seeing something that you created. So technically, everything you created is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? It's something that tries to represent you in the best way it can. Like I said, that's when you get to the space of where that's a different representation of you. But you always got to remember this too: when you're looking at something that's representing you, you always come to the conclusion that you can also destroy it too. So it's not you. That's the space we gotta be looking at, because this is deeper than getting lost into a mind form. This is understanding like forms you took before the mind. You know what I'm saying? When you with your like, this is the spiritual I don't want to say ancestor, but this is a spiritual predecessor thought forms right here. And when you're in those spaces, you're always looking at things from like you're so much you always look at things that like you're so much more, but you don't get lost in the more, because you're not a more. You know what I'm saying? You start to realize that the more you are is that you know that you're greater than these forms. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit. So when you look at things like that, it always ties you to getting hit with certain scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like maybe I might be too deep for you guys. Might be too deep for you guys. And that's I just think like I don't know. But if you're with me, I hope somebody's with me that's watching this. Somebody's that's watching this. They can actually get what I'm saying. And it's like when you're in that space, you're always like you're always creating. You never stop creating. You've been doing this since a baby. You never stop creating. So remember that. And once you remember that, you always it's like what you've been doing is what you've always been doing. So don't forget about that. So it's like not so it's like things like that always get you to the promised land. Because then what you're creating your realms of reality. You're creating your heaven. You're doing all these things. So it's like don't never forget. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shit like that. I said it's gonna be a short live stream, but I'm gonna go for an hour. I might go for an hour. We'll see how. But you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to Sun of Leo, Moon and Taurus. So yeah, with the Sun of Leo, Moon and Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Leos like to lie. That's the one. Leo, the I'm gonna tell you this. The signs that like to lie: Leo, Gemini, uh, Aquarius. There's more. Uh, Libra. Whoo, Libras. Notice how I named all the air signs, but it's more than that. I mean, really, all signs lie. But if I had to say the ones that lie the most, it would be those signs. You know what I'm saying? Those signs be crazy liars. You know what I'm saying? Like they be having. Let me not get into my shit, but yeah, yeah, but shit like that. But yeah, okay. Anyway, I thought you were right. Anyway, yeah. So why the fuck am I so behind? Anyway, yeah. So with son of Leo, like I said, Leos, we may be lying a lot too in these times like that. We may think lying is the only way that can get us to our stableness. Lying is the only way that can get us stable and stability and things of that nature. But you always want to make sure, like, it's always good to be honest, tell the truth. If you're gonna lie, then like lie for God, and that's not even lying. That's just you just you don't accept the terms and conditions for humans. You know what I'm saying? You're always in a place where you're always upgrading yourself all the time. So if you're gonna lie for anything, lie for God. You know what I'm saying? So lying Leos, if you're a Leo and you're with all possibilities, then it's cool to lie. I'm with you all the way, 100%. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing it because you're a demon, then no, hell nah. But yeah, but yeah, so you just want to, like I said, and then with the moon and Taurus, like I said, and let me see, and I know we got Venus. If I'm correct, Venus is in Virgo now. If I'm correct, let me check. I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, Venus is in Virgo. Let me check that real quick. Let me check the actual thing. I should be correct though, because uh oh no, no, I meant to say Mercury, not Venus. Mercury is in Virgo. Venus is still in Leo. Venus takes some time to move. Mercury is in Virgo. With Mercury and Virgo, we may think ourselves into sicknesses. So we may think so much that we just get sick for some reason. We got back spasms, arthritis in the handicap, neck, all that shit. Like we may think too hard. We may think about illnesses and actually manifest shit like that. So you want to make sure, like as a Mercury and Virgo, you don't think too hard. But if you do have Mercury and Virgo, you may be in a space where all your life you've always thought about situations. You always thought like you may have been this kid that like was, oh, I'm sick. I don't want to go to school, and then you may fuck around, manifest you actually getting sick because your mind was always on that. That's kind of what Mercury and Virgo takes us to be. Like you always want to look at things like that perception, look at things from that perspective, and know how to look at these things. You know what I'm saying? So don't think yourself into sicknesses. And what Mercury and Virgo basically is summing up in a category. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And whatever, always remember, whatever you do, whatever you like I said, whatever you do, you will always like if you do music, you get that back. You know what I'm saying? If you do clothes, you get that back. You know what I'm saying? Like you may do music, may manifest another individual that doesn't. Like I started making music back in really in 2018. I have and all those songs I made. Oh my god, it was on my old laptop, and that shit broke down like that shit phony. And the way it broke down was so phony, like because that shit like I don't even know. Like I didn't charge it one day, and it just no, it wasn't that. It was old in general. I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah, it was that. I used that laptop, and I had like almost like 500 songs in that. So in the span of 2018, I made like five since 2018 to how I had that laptop. I had a laptop for more a long time, but I started like using it. I bought it. What happened? I bought it in 2017, but I started using it 2018 to 2020, and then motherfucking that shit just like it just stopped working. This one I'm using right now is more upgraded, but I think it's kind of got an old one. I don't know. I don't really know. I was pretty young at that time, so I really know too much. But I still knew so always knew a lot. I'm a wise spirit, but yeah, I bought that laptop and motherfucking yeah, just had like almost damn near 500 something songs on that laptop. That shit just stopped working. So I didn't have a motherfucking what's that shit that thing you plug in? I have it now. Well, I don't have it now, but I'm gonna get it now. But and I shouldn't speak too much with that because then we got Mercury's in Virgo, so we anything like fuck around technology can just fuck around and start working, and then it's same thing with this laptop. I got mad songs to listen to this laptop, but I don't have upgrade put it on YouTube yet or anything. So I might gotta start doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm currently in the Sun and Leo Moon and Taurus energy with Mercury and Virgo. And right now because I'm looking I'm saying my past Mercury in retrograde Virgo, Mercury in retrograde in Virgo. I'm saying the past. Then at the Sun and Leo, I'm talking about all the songs I make. So that's my characteristic. That's my fun. That's my express. That's my expression and shit like that. That's my fire flame. The Taurus is me because I was stable. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is real, man. Listen, don't let anybody ever tell you this astrology shit is fake. If they tell you this shit is fake, then tell them kiss my ass, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you think. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you just not subconscious. Like my last time I said subconscious, where I like to stay. You know what I'm saying? Your bitch, yeah, we're here like all day. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know I'm changing play where I said positions. And I switch like a player. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, which all my like I said, all my songs got different. I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna start uploading the music videos too. I just I'm don't nah. I'm shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Let's talk about spiritual shit. But yeah, 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 yeah. But anyway, yeah. So it's kind of like when you with all possibilities, it's like things happen for you simultaneously. Like and it's not even what you're not supposed to see it to be seen in the physical verse. It plays out in the mental realm. And well really in the seventh, eighth, and ninth dimension, it plays out in that realm, comes down to the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, comes down to the one, two, and third dimension. So once you see all three scenarios play out in those ways of looking at things, it's always a scenario that where when it happens, you always know how to see it, you always know how to spot it, and you could be doing anything. Like if you just if all possibilities trust you on you doing something, anything, then it trusts you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you want to be in a space of where you're looking at these things from a perception of where can you do this thing you're doing tomorrow, or the next day, for a day, or for a week, or for a month, and or even years. It's got to trust you. It's got to trust you. If it don't trust you, if it don't trust you and you don't trust it, then and I don't know why you wouldn't trust it because But let me not get into that because that's for demonic spirits that they don't be, and that's a lot of people in the government that don't be with God. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that do, if there is any, I don't know if yet there is any. Cause I hope, I really hope that there's people with God in the government. But if there's not, then that's a wrap. I must be a wrap. It might be a wrap for you guys. I'll wrap it up. Oh, that's all, folks, for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It must be like that, and that's all, folks, for you guys. Because goddamn, if you don't got God in the government, but yeah, when you're with God and with all possibilities, you're always in a space of where you always find ways and how you can always do something the next day. Like it like it always gives you a spark of inspiration on what to do, and that spark of information is not even it's not even like what you created; it's what it created for you. So it gives you little things to see if it can, if it can trust you. And once it starts giving you these things to see if it can trust you, you'll be in a space of where now you're going with scenarios on where you're now understanding the broad point perception of what it's supposed to be, how something's supposed to be seen as. You know what I'm saying? And you always remember the things you're looking at are different. Like I said, remember this: things you're looking at are always different perceptions of you. Like I said, when you're dreaming, you're looking at things. You may see people you know in your real life. Those are different perceptions of you. Those aren't really them in that dream. That's a different perception of you. So take that context for you to you deeply. Understand your chakras deeply. These things are supposed to be understood. These things are important to be understood with. Like that's why I hate online when they be doing certain shit like talking about the chakras, but talking about it in a pseudo way. Like, yeah, listen to this song, Frequency Hurts, and it'll unlock your third eye chakra, unlock first eye chakra, crown chakra, all these chakras. It'll unlock it, and you experience bliss and prosperity in your life. I mean, like that shit, all that shit is just it's a phony ass, fake ass bullshit. Bullshit, nigga. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just got like see these things. You gotta know how to look at these things because and like let's say you're a powerful spirit and you know how to make these things for yourself, then that's where we know, okay, this is the real shit. But 99% of people online, 98, I'll say 98 because it's something that be onto that shit. 98% of people online be into now bull on phone I'm following them. Bull, nigga. Shouts out Chicago. I'm following them. But yeah, it's, like for real because like they don't know that things that they put out in the in the internet work is so like nonsense because they don't. It's like I don't know. I can't explain. They just don't know. Like I said, and I ain't gonna lie. I used to get lost in that sauce too. That I never got lost in it, but it always intrigued me. Like back in my spiritual days when I didn't really know about Dolo that much. I really didn't know about Dolo at all, and I used to look up that Hertz vibration crown chakra 1 trillion like oh yeah, no, like for real. Like I used to look at those things for real. I think, oh shit, this is a real. Bro, I used to really meditate with these things, like, and it really in my deep down in my heart, I knew it was hurting. Like that shit just sound like it's hurting, but I just. I just didn't give a fuck, and I just kept doing. But like now that I'm spiritual, and now that I've always been spiritual, and I always knew about things like this. It's like my spirit always knew about this, but it's like I said, that this is the illusion. So your spirit always knows, but you're currently in the illusion. So next lifetime, I might be like nine when I experience myself again and be like, oh shit, I'm back to my true self. So now I'm always back to that current space. But before it's kind of like it took me some time to really awake and shit like that. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, but with Sun and Leo, Moon and Taurus, it's gonna be a space of where like what we're doing. Also, we may look for things to be stable in. Like we may look to be stable in some things like I don't like we may look for the stability, but look at it in a attention seeking way. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, don't get lost in the sauce thinking that The attention seeking way is for you to broadcast your flunkness to people in your real life, thinking like they care about what you got they care about your insecurities, they care about what you got going on. Like 9 times out of 10, no one gives a fuck about what you got going on. So even me, I'm talking my shit, talking about my telling y'all shit about things in my life, and I know a lot, half of y'all don't give a fuck. Probably 100% y'all don't give a fuck, and I gotta be in space where, but this Mercury in retrograde, so it's like it takes me. I always get took into the space, so I'm a live representation of these alignments. So it's like, damn, it's like, god damn, I just gotta get with the sauce, get with the program. But yeah, things like that. You know what I'm saying? We just want to be always aware and know how to be knowing how to be aware, and just things of that represent us in a good space, represent us in a prosperous space, represent us in a space that's worth living, a space that's worth glowing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all glow, but we just gotta know how to let our light shine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when we don't know how to let our light shine, we get lost thinking that people are supposed to, like I said, build us up. But when you know how to build yourself up and let your internal light shine, then no people don't know, so they don't know what it's about, but for some reason they just attracted to you, because for some reason you just know, like I don't know, it's like that's just how the spiritual realm works. That's just how the spiritual realm works. The spiritual realm, that's the first world. You know what I'm saying? This is the last world down here. This is like the fake shit. You know what I'm saying? But once you know to look at that, you're always in the space of where you're always learning. You're always coming to conclusions of which something is supposed to be seen the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like once you understand the mental is the real world, that's because that's where I live, in that world. When you look at things from that perception, you're always looking at things from a space of where, oh my god, like why the fuck? Like, you always look at things like everything is stupid, like down here, like because and the best way I can explain it, like I said, it looks it like, I don't know, it looks like this world, but but it's not. Like that's like it, like when you're there, and a lot of y'all experience this shit too. Y'all probably experience, y'all. I know all y'all experience this shit. Y'all dreaming, thinking, oh shit, I'm in real life, but realize, okay, this shit is a dream. What the fuck? But then that's how it is. And that's how it is in that realm. It's just like that. It's just on how aware you are to realize that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And when you're aware and realizing that's what's going on, you're always in a space of where you're always learning. You're always upgrading your spaceship and things like that. It's like your spaceship is your car. Hopefully y'all understand me. It's like sometimes like like damn, how I explain? It's like let's say, I don't know, I can't explain. Well, I can explain it. So because words can no one explain. Well, if you're there, you know what I'm talking about. You're there. But I want to explain it for people who are kind of learning. It will be in a space where you're in that realm, and you probably look the same and everything, but your spaceship, that's your car, and remember that your spaceship is your mind. So everything you're experiencing is your spaceship. So it's like you can hex your shit at will. Like you can just think and you're there. It's like like it's I don't know, man, but that's how it is. It's like, yeah, boom, you're there. It's like, oh shit. Oh, okay, I'm not in the physical. Stop thinking that. You know what I'm saying? But then that's the atmosphere, and that's what we're getting ready to make the physical. But it's not really gonna be physical. It's gonna be metaphysical. Like that's the real world. Damn. But yeah, so look at things like that. Um, and know how to look at things like that, and not get lost in the sauce and shit like that. Because when you're looking at things the right way, you're always in a space of where things that seem right and or seem left is always in the opposite. Like your left is your right is your left. That's how it is. Like up is down, down is up. Like that's literally how it is. And like everything's in reverse up there. So I try to play out things like that. I try to play out those characteristics down here. I bring what I did down up there down here. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But yeah, things like that. But we got 10 more minutes. All right, but yeah, shit like that. Shit, I might, and I might start going on StreamYard and doing open panel. Like I don't mind doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I might start doing things like that because I don't really care I don't really care about YouTube's policy and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here and do my shit, do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Read your shit. But but yeah, and when you're and like I said, when you're experiencing yourself in that world, things always like you like your everything will make sense when you're there when we find when we officially get there. But we gotta experience this realm first because this illusion we're experiencing will slowly fade away. And once we get there, we'll think like I said my last live stream or a couple live streams ago. I said it. We'll still think we're in the physical, but somebody will start like doing something that doesn't make sense. Like it'll be something that didn't make sense that you can't do in the physical realm. Like fuck around, probably. Like, I can't explain it, but if you, but they'll do some crazy ass shit. They'll probably do like 30 backflips and fly in the air and come back down and 30 more black backflips fly in the air and come back down. And then it's like and you'll be like, what the fuck? How the hell they do this? And you'll be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? This is the shit. And you got the program, but you always knew about this. You know what I'm saying? But yay, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't get what I'm saying, then you just lost. I can't explain it to you. Like it just if you like once you're there, you're there. But everything in life is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta realize everything in life is spiritual. If you're still lost in the physical realm, thinking bro, this dude just talking. He's a professional talker, professional yapper. Like, nigga, if you think that and whatever, nigga, I don't give a fuck. But stay lost. But I be talking the real shit. Yeah, I'll be talking the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind my Gemini moon, Taurus sun, Scorpio rising. It may come across as like kind of like I said, my Gemini is in my eighth house, my Taurus is in my sixth house. So it's like, wait, no, seventh house. So it's like things like so I come across relatable, but I can talk about things like in a deep way. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't get with the program, then I don't really want to explain too much. Like you're not in my spiritual wavelength. I'm only here for my spiritual soul group. Shouts out Flight Boss. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm only here for my spiritual soul group and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta take over because you know what I'm saying, we the new shadows. You know what I'm saying? You should feel like that too if you're part of it. If you're part, and I don't found it because I'm not the federal head shift of the soul group. That's Uriel. But if you can speak, because like like I said, like you feel, and I'm not, me, I'm not saying y'all not gonna understand me. You're not gonna understand me, and I'm just talking like what was like I'm reminding y'all what you already know. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Always, just always go ride that flight. You know what I'm saying? Always ride that flight because, like I said, things just happen. But when you're going through shit in your life and you're looking at things like the right way, you're always in the space of where you're always up. Like I said, you're always updating yourself, upgrading yourself. No updating yourself, no AI. I'm not talking AI, but you're always updating yourself, upgrading yourself, and you're always going to new spaces, new space, new ways of living and thinking and feeling and things of that nature. So it's like just know how to look at these things, know how to see these things. You know what I'm saying? Because once you know how to look and see at these things, all that shit all that shit points to you being an individual because it's all about you being an individual space, an individual spirit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. A real spill. Um, and once you know how to look at things like that, everything is like I said, everything is like a wave of consciousness, consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And down here is like a wave of consciousness. All of our forms, all of are what we're like us looking. We might think we're looking at things, but we're actually internalizing everything. Everything we're seeing in life, we're actually internalizing these things. And when we internalize these things, we see them from all different chakras we have within ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So don't the shadows got y'all lost in the crown chakra, thinking everything is supposed to be seen and thought with your brain, but really from your head to your feet is all your brains. You know what I'm saying? So when you know how to look at things like that, then it's like everything is like makes sense because now you're in a space where the whole point of you coming to a main objective of understanding yourself comes from you understanding all your chakras, all your forms, all your brains, all your tools. These are just tools you're using. You know what I'm saying? And your tools are not you. Your tools are something you utilize as a spirit. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at things like that, you're always in this perception of where you're always updating and upgrading yourself because when you're updating and upgrading yourself, you're really updating and upgrading your spaceship and getting out to more far out realms of reality. You know what I'm saying? So, so when you're there, it's like now you get there. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know how to now you know how to like it's like when it's like you got it's like you got a dog in a fight. You got a dog in a fight. So now you know how to lay your footprints, lay your ground, and an individual can feel you. Be like, okay, I feel this individual. I may not know what they're saying all the way, but I feel it, and that's all we need because that's the space where what we get when we get to the space where what we need it's like things just I don't know, like things just happen. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. So like I said, like it's just it's when you're looking at things like that, everything becomes fun. Like, I don't know, like I'm always you see my profile picture. I'm smiling. I'm always smiling. And you the fuck. You never know you're gonna die. You want to smile with it. You know what I'm saying? Always smiling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always in a space where I don't give a fuck. I'm a smile. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like even my lowest points in my life, I don't know. I don't even be low. I just be in an experience, and that experience is how I'm going through life. But if I know how to go through life and just smile more, I'm always smiling. Like nigga, like when I meditate, because I'm not gonna say too much online what I be doing, but when I be in my spiritual bag, I be the happiest. I be like, yes, yeah. Oh shit! I'll be dead ass in tears of crying, laughing in tears. I'll be like, that's how deep I get. But yeah, that's and we all got that ability. With that's just superpower. We all got that ability. So it's like when you're in that bag, ain't nothing can fuck with you in that bag. You know, I mean, not the lowest. No demon can fuck with you. They all the rocks they be throwing, boom, boom, but they can't reach you. It's like you're too high. You're like. So it's like they can't even reach you. So it's like they just throwing rocks. It's like they're throwing rocks, pow, hits back to them, and that's when they oh hell no, what the fuck? So it's like they can never fuck with you at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because you're too unfuckable, and you're in the spirit realm. You're just too deep. You're just too far out. So niggas or bitches can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If you're a bitch, you just feel like I'm untouchable. If you're a nigga, I can't really fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're in a space where you're in a space you're always flying. You're always flying. That's how it's hard. You may dream a lot, but always flying. That's just how it is. And let me not get to, but yeah, things like we almost done anyway. One more minute, but yeah. So always stay above current. You know what I'm saying? Never fold. Never go. Never fold. Never feel like you're not more, but always know you're more because like I said, you feel like let God bless you. Like, let God give you its blessings because you'll never be less. But the form you're in is currently less, so God is giving you what you can it can offer you, and whatever it offers you, if you're in a space where you can accept that and keep that within yourself and smile and know, yeah, I have something. Then you're always in a space of where you're always like you're always going like you're always up like you like I said you're always upgrading you're always like flying you always feel powerful like you like it's like you're supersonic You're flying in the esoteric realm. You done got all the gems and chaos emeralds. You flying now. That's what the algorithm of that game was even made for. So it's like whatever Mason was in that space, they were in that space. So I applaud them to get that space, but you want to know that this space better spaces to get in within beyond that space. You know what I'm saying? But always know that it's always good to know once you got God, you know I'm never alone. Shit. Just Spark Star Pilot.